Hello everyone, welcome back to That Indian Home. I am so happy to have you here today. This video is a little glimpse into our winter days at home. Simple, slow and cozy. I'll be sharing a quick apple pickle recipe, how I'm caring for my plants this winter, and one of my favorite little tricks to keep wardrobes and rooms smelling fresh. Right now, I'm making an apple pickle. These apples were gifted to me by a friend. They are straight from her garden. I'm quite excited because I usually make this pickle with the apples we harvest from our own tree in summer and late autumn. Those apples tend to be crunchier, which is what I prefer, but these are still fresh and lovely, just a bit on the softer side. Knowing these apples were picked just recently makes them feel extra special, and really, friends who share their harvest with you, they are the best, right? This recipe is very simple. I like using a crinkle cutter or a crinkle knife to cut the apples because the wavy texture helps the masalas coat perfectly and it just feels so nice when you bite into it. I'm keeping the spices very light, partly because I want my children to enjoy it as well, and partly because I feel the real freshness and flavor of the apples come through when the masala is mild. This is a basic pickle, but very refreshing. I have added the full apple pickle recipe in the description box below, so do check it out. The key here is not to cook the apples. Once the mustard seeds splutter, I add the spices, then mix in the apples and salt. I keep the heat on only long enough to coat everything well, and then I turn it off. The apples will release their own juices, and once the pickle cools down, I bottle it. This pickle is such a comfort for us. It goes with everything, from dal chawal to roti sabzi. And the recipe is very forgiving. So feel free to adjust things as you like. Just remember to use crunchy apples and very minimal cooking. Now moving on to something very close to my heart, my plants. Winters in the UK are tough on them because the days get so short. My basil and especially my Tulsi were the first to struggle. I have grown this Tulsi from seed since last summer, so I'm quite attached to it. Watching it decline was honestly a little heartbreaking. So we got these Sensi grow lights and they have made such a difference. I love that the lights have flexible arms. I can adjust them however I want, and the clip-on design is so convenient. Each light has its own switch, which is great because different plants need different amounts of light. Since using them, I have seen my Tulsi come back with new leaves, tiny fresh growth everywhere. I was so close to losing this little plant, and now it's slowly coming back to life. If your plants also feel the winter blues, you might find these lights really helpful. Right now, I keep the grow lights on for about 8 to 10 hours a day. I water the plants based on their needs, but I do give them a little spritz each day just to maintain some moisture. Because the arms of the light are so flexible, I can easily adjust them to give my monstera a little extra light too. And actually, I recently spotted a brand new leaf on the monstera. Seeing fresh growth in the middle of winter feels so rewarding. It's like a little reminder of life and hope in the cold months. I'm just so grateful for my plants. They feel like a little slice of summer in the middle of winter. And now for something I love doing around the house, especially in winter, keeping spaces smelling clean and fresh with Bhimseni camphor. I keep a little dish of camphor in the hallway where our coats hang. I simply crush the camphor between my fingers and light a tea light candle. This works as a great natural diffuser. Winters can make everything smell a bit musty, especially with damp jackets. The camphor cuts through that instantly and fills the space with such a pure, calming fragrance. And I love that it's natural, no artificial chemicals. I put a few pieces of camphor in tiny pouches and tuck them into our wardrobes, sari bags, linen shelves, and even near the shoes. It slowly diffuses and keeps everything smelling fresh and clean. It is such a small thing, but it makes a big difference. Do let me know in the comments if you love using Bhimseni camphor around your home too. So that's all for today's video, my dear friends. Thank you for spending a little part of your day with me. I hope something here inspires you in your own home this winter. Follow me on Instagram for more daily home moments and do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Sending you lots of warmth, and I'll see you again very soon.
With you and I, the future is bright.